Good morning, students. Students, today we are going to discuss about the history of Patliputra. All right. In the conference call, we have discussed about the Kushan dynasty. We have discussed about Gupta Empire, Manusmriti, Gahapati. All right. So today we are going to discuss about the history of Patliputra. Alright, you all know that Patliputra is the capital of Magad. Alright, but initially it was not the capital. The capital was Rajgriha, and later on it was shifted to Patliputra. Okay, Patliputra, it was a village first. Patliputra began as a village known as Patali Grama. In the 5th century BCE, the Magadhan rulers decided to shift their capital from Rajgriha to this settlement and renamed it. Okay, students, by the 4th century BCE, it was the capital of the Mauryan Empire and was one of the largest cities in Asia, students. Subsequently, its importance declined. धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ, इसकी जो importance है वो कम हो गई. All right, and how we able to know? From the account of the Chinese pilgrim Xuanzang, who visited the city in 7th century CE. He founded it in ruins and with a very small population. All right, students. Now, students, our next topic is new cities from 6th century BCE. All right. When Magad dynasty was there, during that time, many important towns that they flourished. All right. So, what were these important towns? Many of the cities were capitals of Mahajanapads. All right. All major towns were located along routes of communication. Patliputra was on the riverine route. Patliputra means it's the modern Patna. Okay, and this Patliputra located at the riverine route. Ujjaini, Ujjaini is the capital of Avanti. This city was also along the land route. Puhar, another important city, was near the sea coast. Okay, Mathura, actually it was the second capital of Kushan dynasty. Mathura was center of commercial, cultural and political activity. All right. Our next topic is urban population, elites and craftsperson. Without population, no city will flourish. So population में who were the elites and the craftsperson? Let us see. Kings and ruling elites. That means kings and its officials, they comes under the elite section. Lived in fortified cities, means किलेबंदी. जो cities है उसको पूरी तरह से किलेबंदी किया गया था, so that other Mahajanapads, they will not attack. Okay, just for the protection they fortified the cities. All right. People who lived in towns were potters, washing folk, weavers, scribes, goldsmith, blacksmith, officials, religious teachers, merchants and kings. Okay. There were guilds or shrenis. That means merchants, they made their organization. Craftspersons, they made their organizations. And organizations of craft producers are called shrenis in cities. Okay, students. Now let us see that the trades in the subcontinent and beyond. All right, the merchants, they used to do the trade. All right, and the trade was the lifeline during that time. Trade, agriculture, they were the lifeline. So they used to do the trade with different countries, as well as in the subcontinent also they used to do the trade. That means through land routes, through ocean routes and riverines, they used to do the trade. Alright, from the 6th century BCE, land and river routes crisscrossed the subcontinent and extended in various directions. Okay, overland into Central Asia and beyond. They used to do the trade through land route, where into Central Asia and beyond up to Europe. Okay, overseas from ports that dotted the coastline extending across the Arabian Sea to East and North Africa and West Asia, and through the Bay of Bengal to Southeast Asia and China. If they have to do the trade with Southeast Asia and China, okay, they used to follow the ocean route. Okay, where from the Bay of Bengal. All right, and if they have to do trade with North Asia and North Africa and West Asia, they used to cross the Arabian Sea. Again they used to follow here the ocean routes. ऑल राइट, तो यहाँ पर लैंड रूट्स है. अगर सेंट्रल एशिया से ट्रेड करने हैं तो दे यूज टू फॉलो द लैंड रूट. And agar they have to do the trade with North Africa as well as Southeast Asia and China, they used to follow the ocean route. Okay, so successful merchants designated as Masatuvan in Tamil and Sethis and Sadvahans in Prakrit. Okay, goods traded were salt, grain, cloth, metal ores and finished products, stone, timber and medicinal plants. These are the things they used to do the trade. Okay, they used to import as well as export these things. Spices, especially pepper, were in high demand in the Roman Empire. Alright, these Mahajanapas, they had also the trade relations with the Roman Empire. How we can able to say? Because many Roman coins we found in the South India. Alright, textiles and medicinal plants transported across the Arabian Sea to the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, students.